Hey guys, welcome back to the Beamer Dude channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today, we're working on the wide body M3. You don't want to miss out, so stay tuned. Guys, so if you clicked on today's video, you know what we're doing. If you probably noticed, I normally put out videos at least once a week, around Monday or Tuesday, but last week I missed my date. That's because I've been really sick. I came down ill with some type of stomach virus, and I was really having a hard time keeping up with the video. So I want to apologize for that in advance, but we're going to get back on the normal schedule and going to get back on this build. So Beamer Dude, what's been the holdup? What's the next step, and what's the plan for the M3? Well, I'm glad you guys asked. The plan and the next step for the M3, we're going to be prepping it for paint. Now, I've been jumping back and forth between the idea of plastic dipping the whole car, painting the car, painting some of the body panels myself with some color match paint, and basically I really haven't come to a conclusion yet. But one thing I do know is that I have to address some of the body panel issues with some of the fiberglass pieces that came with the kit. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Bondo glass. I've used this stuff before. It's fiberglass reinforced filler, so it should be fairly decent, and it should be really similar to the material that was used on this actual fender here. So we'll get this down. We're gonna go ahead and tape off a section. We don't want to go too far with this fiberglass, so that we only have a certain amount of area to work with. So before we get this on here, we're going to go ahead and tape a section. Basically get like a don't go past section with the Blue Painters tape. Alright, so some of you guys have been asking about the quality of this kit, and I want to be completely transparent. The whole kit was in fairly good condition. Everything fit pretty well except for this quarter panel here. As you can see, from my understanding, I've talked to a whole bunch of guys that have actually picked up this kit and ones like it. They all seem to have this dip that kind of goes right here. I'm guessing that's synonymous with it coming off of the mold being the negative end of the original molded from the kit. That dip over time becomes more prominent, more and more prominent, just because you keep making a copy of a copy of a copy. You guys understand. So that being said, that dip is pretty prominent. It's pretty common. I don't know what I'm going to be able to do about that dip so much as going to make sure that it flows pretty flush with the body, and it does right now. But my plan is to basically, I have this tape against the body. I'm going to be using fiberglass Bondo hair to kind of tuck it in on these rims right here, and then I'll be able to pull the tape loose once it's semi-dry, and it should give me a nice smooth surface against the body. Now, as you see here, I have taped up the bolt holes so that none of the Bondo actually gets here and gets in that area, and I'll be able to pull those things off and ensure that those areas don't get anything in them. So if you can see here, if you follow the line down the side of the side skirt, it gets a little wide right there. And then this is what I was talking about as far as the quality of the kit. Everything on the kit seemed to line up really well except for this side. There's a huge gap right here, and this is where we're going to be using the Bondo fiberglass hair right here, the resin. And it's a little worse right here, but it gets even worse on this side right here. And you see it kind of bows out right there. This might be just fine for, you know, Instagram. You guys can't really see it in certain angles, but I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, so we're gonna get this right before we get this thing painted. Now, I might be able to bring this in a fair bit more if I take these moldings off. I might get a little more distance back on this side, so we'll be doing that. But in this video, we're going to be mainly focusing on this top piece here. So I'm going to go ahead and set the camera down, show you guys what the plan is, and we're going to get started. so what we have here is this exposed section of the fiberglass is where we're actually going to lay the fiberglass over. If you see right here, I left a piece of tape, I left it lifted here. I'm going to lay the fiberglass against that, and then once I am satisfied with how much I've packed into that hole, keep in mind I have put tape down against the body underneath here, so any fiberglass that kind of falls through will not stick onto the body, even though that part of the paint doesn't really matter. Just for the sake of being you know, all the same all the way around, I'm not going to just let it fall on there. So whenever the fiberglass is actually in there, once it's a little bit sticky and tacky, I'm going to pull this tape right here, and it should pull a straight line across, give me a nice bead right here all the way down this line here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the fiberglass mixed so that we can go ahead and get ready to go. Alright guys, so I have made the first layer of fiberglass. I've tucked it down in the spaces, and even though it doesn't look too pretty, I am pretty satisfied already with the amount of rigidity and the structure we were able to build just in that first pass. You guys have noticed this ridge right here is all filled up now. Before, there was a considerable gap between the two. So I'll probably go over this a time or two again with the Bondo glass. I'm going to bring it up to match this level here. I could just say, you know, whatever, and just leave it as is and fill it with Bondo. But you want to make sure that the structure that's attaching to the fiberglass is just as strong, if not stronger. Because things like this are going to be the things that take the impact, just in case there's ever a dent or a ding on the fiberglass. So I'm going to hit it with some more fiberglass, and we should be home free. So we have that second layer dried now. As you can see, it kind of had a little bit of mess up right here, but that's going to be okay since it's actually already flush against the body. I'm going to go ahead and begin by pulling this tape down, because this is really the only layer between the body and the fiberglass. So again, as you guys know, we use the tape against the body to ensure that the fiberglass would not stick to the paint, and it would give us the best opportunity to ensure that we can sand down on this right here and not scuff up the body. So we're going to begin by sanding down. I'm going to use a low grit sandpaper and just get to grinding on this and see if we can get this smooth, kind of feather this out right here, and get this a little more presentable. is basically the outline of what we're trying to do. As you can see, if you guys remember from before, this ridge right here wasn't very defined. It didn't really slope properly. It was kind of high here in the middle. And what we've done is we've added more fiberglass, and I've used that sanding block to kind of define the shape here. Now, keep in mind, we still have the tape on the back side, so when we remove this panel, we should have a pretty much flat surface on that back side. This layer here on the back that's touching the tape is actually going to be really thin, and we should be able to maybe use some of my my good old-fashioned tin snips and cut the shape to our desired shape. But for the most part, the shape that we were trying to contour is now being accomplished. So that's about as much time as we have for today's video. As you can see, this is a pretty lengthy process. We basically sanded down this section right here and got it up right next to the body like we wanted it to be. This was the most troublesome part of the whole entire kit. That being said, we're going to be spending the most time on this. Didn't want to bore you guys with the ins and outs of it. Yes, I am going to have to finish on this side as well. I didn't really realize how far it was in comparison. So next video, we'll be taking this off and we'll be sanding it down smooth, getting it up next to the body, and trying to fit and finish it for prepping for paint. Alright guys, so that about wraps it up for today's video. Hopefully you liked today's video. If you liked today's video, go down in the comment section down below, hit that subscribe button, hit that alert button so you can be alerted every time I upload a video, and while you're down there, hit that like button. If you disliked the video, hit the dislike button. If you disliked it, let me know what I can do to improve. Only way this channel is going to get any better is if we are very transparent on the things that we like and dislike, and I'll do my very best to appease. So guys, thank you guys for watching the Beamer Dude channel, and make sure you stop by the Beamer Dude Automotive Garage. It's currently the best way to support the channel. You keep in mind that all the proceeds go to making sure that I keep creating this content for you guys, so we can go ahead and get this M3 wide body project complete. So guys, again, thank you guys for watching the Beamer Dude channel, and as always, peace out and Godspeed, guys.